Okay, so what we're going to do next is, if I'm not able to, with the Kimura, get him to roll in this direction, if he doesn't want to sweep me in this direction, if he smells something fishy and thinks something's up, and he keeps turning this way, or every time I take him this way, if for some reason I just can't get things to work, I'm going to take him this way. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go for the Kimura again. I'm going to grab the wrist, I'm going to base out, I'm going to slide my leg back. I'm going to place my knee, my quad, in between the shoulder blades and sort of middle back. I'm going to get as low as I possibly can though. And from here, I'm going to lay down on this shoulder, still pushing his head forward with my belly and my hips. Don't want his head to fall to the ground. I'm going to lay down, I'm going to get the Kimura grip. Now, if I want him to turn in this direction, I want to do the technique that I've just shown, I'm going to take my Kimura, I'm going to lift his arm up, and I'm going to push with my right leg, his hips this way, and push down with my left leg, my free leg, and pop my leg out. Okay, so when I take this grip, if I pull him up, if I pull his arms up, that's going to encourage him to turn that way. And it's going to make it easy for me to drag his legs across and his hips across like that and get my leg out. But if he really is adamant about not going that way, he doesn't want that shoulder or that hip to go that way at all, he's going to keep turning this way, and he's going to try and sweep me this way or turn onto his knees or whatever. Or maybe I just want him to go that way. Then I'm going to push this grip down and push his hands down like so. I'm going to make some space by pushing my shoulders up and slide this shoulder back a little bit. And what I'm going to do now, because he's turning this way, loosens this up a bit. I'm simply going to lift, I'm going to do like a knee raise. I'm just going to lift my leg up and pop this leg out because he's turning that way. And I'm going to clamp down while pushing his hands down. Push his hands down, and lift my knee up, and as I do like a lead car, clamp down, you do it quite explosively to make sure you break the grip, and do this. And we're in pretty much the same position we were before. I can sit up, I can get the crucifix and the Kimura at the same time by pushing his head forward. Going to tap there, that's a submission, getting the Kimura. I like this from here because it's not giving him any space. It's not giving him any space. It's keeping it tight. And when I go for things, I don't want to give him anything. I don't want to let anything go. I don't want to lose any opportunities. So I like this over anything else from this position. I think this is great. But if you want to go for other things, you could possibly try and take it back and go for the arm bar. You could let his head fall to the mat and simply go for the Kimura from here. But if you are, there's some people who like to step over. I think from here, you've got it here. This is a much more devastating technique. I think why risk moving and giving him space by stepping over? I think finish it here with the Kimura and with the crucifix. There's a lot of pressure on his neck, so he's almost definitely going to tap. So from here, I'm going to grab the wrist, I'm going to base out. I'm going to slide this leg back. Now, I slide this leg back so I can lay down on this shoulder and set up the Kimura grip. It's very difficult to do it from here because of the angle. If I want to set this up a bit early, I'm simply going to go straight onto this shoulder and this elbow. And stop trying to set it up, go down on my head, and then slide back. I can set it up a little bit quicker. Okay, so he's not turning that way. I can't get him to turn that way. I can't get his knees down on the other side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to push his hands down, I'm going to lift this leg up, and I'm going to leg curl my leg down while I push his arms down. So I'm pulling each arm in a different direction. So it should break the grip. And as soon as I break the grip, I'm triangling my leg, or I'm crossing my ankles, I'm squeezing my knees together. I'm going to come up to my knees. Come up onto my elbow, my left elbow, and I'm coming up onto my knees. There's no reason to let this go here. This is a brilliant submission. 2 submissions at once. You may as well finish it here. Finish is great. Okay, so from deep half guard, when he is hooking under one of my legs, like so, or do the other leg, okay, it doesn't matter which leg he's hooking with or which way, it just matters which way he's taking me. It doesn't matter which leg he's hooking with. The technique is going to be the same. What's going to differ is if he takes me this way or this way. Okay, and now whichever way he takes me, it doesn't matter. As soon as he starts hooking up like this, I'm going to come under here. Or as soon as, if you want to be extra safe, as soon as he gets deep half guard, I'm going to be coming here. So just make sure you've got that tight, that hook underneath. Okay, I'm going to get this dead tight and pull it all the way in, as tight as I can. And this is what's going to stop him finishing the sweep, whether he takes me this way or that way. Doesn't matter. He's going to start sweeping, and because I start pulling this in nice and tight, I'm going to be able to get this leg free and go through my reverse triangle. So we've done it that way. It doesn't matter which leg he's hooking with. Whether he's doing it the right way or the wrong way, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be able to get my reverse triangle because I'm pulling this in, and this is going to stop him from continuing his roll. And I'm going to be able to get the triangle before he finishes his roll. Okay, so now we're going to do it this way. So he's going to start turning this way, trying to sweep me that way, trying to get my back. Okay, I'm pulling this in dead tight. If I need to, if he keeps pushing me this way, if I need to, I can keep rolling. I can get the reverse triangle from here. Exactly the same submission as what we've just been doing. Here, or simply get the choke. Or I can push this across. I'm going to grab this leg, switch, and I've got the traditional triangle. This way we go. Now, when I'm on top of deep half guard, I'm not concerned with which foot he's hooking me with, which foot he's hooking underneath from my heel. I'm not bothered. I'm looking which way it's going to sweep me. I'm going to get this first, no matter what he does. This is usually the first thing that I do when he gets deep half guard, because this is taking a lot of his movement away. Just by putting this in, he can't continue to turn with any real speed. Okay, so we've done. What if he takes me this way? Well, I'm going to roll and I'm going to get the reverse triangle. If he takes me this way, I can continue to roll and get the reverse triangle. But if he's doing it wrong, or if I keep, just by keeping this dead tight, I won't have to roll. So if he starts taking me this way, even with the other leg, he's trying to push. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm going to get this on the floor. I don't have to roll because I'm pulling this in real tight. You can do it with both hands if you want. I like to base out sometimes. Okay, I'm simply going to get the reverse triangle here. He's already tapping. Now, there what I did was, as I was rolling back, both hands on his tricep, pulling it in, and it makes the submission that much tighter. So, some people will not use the correct leg to hook for the particular sweep, whether it's the weighted sweep or taking the back. They'll just be concerned with taking you in one direction because everything's happening so fast. So I'm usually not concerned with, oh, he's hooking with this leg, he's going to go for the weighted sweep or anything like that. I'm just concerned with when he starts moving me in one direction. So the first thing I'm going to do usually is get this real tight. I'm really pulling up as hard as I can. Nice and tight. Okay, and if he's going to stop taking me that way, I'm either going to roll with him, or I'm going to grab, and sit back, and I'm going to get it from here. And I'm just from this position, I can take his tricep. Both hands really pulling tight and clamp down my legs. He's tapping. Okay, now the reason from here that he's going to have a real hard time sweeping me, no matter which leg he's hooked with, is because I've got this. I've got this arm real tight. He can't keep rolling and take my back because he's not going to be able to release this grip. His arm is stuck on this side of my leg. He can't get it out that way. Okay, so if he is from here, if he's silly enough, if he's stupid enough to go that way, then the reverse triangle is going to be dead easy. It's going to be so easy to get. Okay, from here, while I've got this, I mean, the only real option he's got is to go that way. But I can get the reverse triangle. What he wants to do is trying to get this out and come under, but I'm not going to let him. If this comes underneath, alarm bells will need to start going off because I'm in big trouble. Okay, so in deep half, if you get here, this is going to make your life a lot easier on top in deep half guard. I've got to wrench, pull it up on his tricep, and I've got to push my forearm, my elbow down into my own leg like you would in side control for the far armbar, far spin around armbar. Whichever way I go, I've got the reverse triangle.